Hey guys, and welcome to the behind the scenes video for Dr. Sunshine. And this one's going to be a little bit different than my past things, in that usually I just record a live stream, and that's the behind the scenes work. I go through every scene and talk about the stuff. But this one, I thought would be fun to actually record myself throughout the process of making Dr. Sunshine. So that's kind of what I did. I just recorded some updates, and this is the video. Okay, so we'll cut it out of the video. So this is the biggest scene in the video. It doesn't look like it, but everything is hidden. So let's just go through this and see. Ignore the ears. Yeah, there's a lot of people in this scene. That was the main problem, and I'm going to talk about rendering it in a minute, because this is our first pretty big problem of the video. And so, yeah, there are just so many characters, and for some reason I thought it would be a good idea to simulate the hair. So, that's happening in this. So, yeah, this is what it looks like so far, and I rendered this whole thing out just a few days ago, and this is what came up. Why is that? Okay, let me read. I think something like that. Yeah, okay. Okay, let me hide everything so the sequencing can actually work. That beginning part was horrible. Let's just put it at that. So, we have to re-render probably half of it. This part up from here looks amazing, and I'll probably keep it. But it's this part. All the lights, I must have been moving them around, and the auto key must have made it so they all keyframes. And so that means, and then of course the horrible noise. But this time, I'm gonna do something I have not done, but I'm gonna render it in chunks so that I don't have to have all of the characters in the viewport bogging it down and being horrible. Because if they're not seen, I don't need all of the missing children here taking up space. I don't need all of the FNAF 1 animatronics, because it's just William in this one shot. And of course the set. So that means if I just render out this part, crank up the samples to like 500, and maybe use optics. We'll see. Let's hope this does not take forever. Okay, so it's a bit later in the day, and I have got it all rendered, that first bit. It did not take that long. Last time it took 7 minutes per frame, and this time it took like 5 minutes per frame, so it may seem like not that much of a difference, but it made a difference at a higher sample count. So this is before. Let me actually, again, hide everything. Okay, come on, back there. I only rendered that first bit, so we only have to check that. And then, here's after. It's a lot less grainy. There's still some weirdness going on his shirt there, but it's definitely far better than what it was. And so I think I might have to re-render that bit. And everything else is good. This scene is finished. Another thing that I just finished now, and actually just finished rendering now, was just a test render, Okay, let me open it. So I got that thing. And that's supposed to be a shadow thing. That's just that. Here's the actual file. I just 2D animated it. I just went through. I have. Let me bring OBS over here so that I can actually see. But I got this drawing tablet a long time ago. I haven't really used it much. I made it for drawing some storyboards for like Blood in the Water. Old one. It's an old animation. Yeah, I just used that. I went frame through frame. I like how it turned out. I might have to clean it up a bit. I'm not exactly sure how, but I'll find out. And I think that's really update. I got a lot done. I guess I'll also show scene 1, which I basically did all of it today. This is where that part's gonna take place. I'm not sure what I'll make William do. I might change that scene a little bit. So yeah, it's just the layout. I'm gonna give this probably to Shea. We'll find out later. Yep, that's kind of an update on what I've been doing. I have not updated everything in a while, so I'm just gonna go through that. I've started this basic layout. Some of them are just still layouts and parts. There are some parts that are actually rendered. There's like 3, I think. It's really looking good. I finished the 2 hardest and biggest parts of the animation. There was... one of them's rendered, one of them's not. It's looking really good. These are the lyrics up here. I haven't actually finished the lyrics. Putting that in. Yeah. The renders, I made sure to... it's looking really good. I made sure to really make them look good. And I guess I'll pull up a little thing, my little spreadsheet here. It's kind of hard to see. Can I zoom in? I'll just go 200. So yeah, probably not 200 actually, now that I think about it. There. That shows everything. So yeah, we have the opening still needs to be done. We've gotten these 2 layouts done. I have to give that one scene to somebody. Scene 2 is done. Or no, scene 2 is... I've given it to the person. These scenes are done. This one has to be rendered. That one still needs to be done. And let me just bring it back to here. Yeah, really all that needs to be done is this big chunk. And after that, I think we are good. And that's been an update. I'm probably going to render this one scene tonight. Not this scene, this scene. So far, we haven't had too many big problems. The biggest problem was really that one scene that just took forever to render. I'm hoping we do not have the same problem with the other scene. And yeah, nope, that's rendered. I just hope I can get it done. I think I've done the really hard stuff. And now all that's left is, I guess there's like one hard scene. It's kind of the spring lock scene. I'm gonna render this scene tonight. Now, I've learned my lesson, and I'm gonna, there's basically 3 parts of the animation. Of this scene, there's this beginning part. I'm gonna break it up into chunks, because I've learned my lesson from last time. So this scene's a lot more simple, so I'm gonna render this one, probably this one, first scene I'm gonna render today while I'm probably working, just to hopefully get that. And then from here on, I'm gonna render that tonight. And hopefully it all gets done, no problems. We're gonna have to wait and see. Okay, so I was just about to get ready, let this whole thing render for a bit, go get some lunch, and then this happened. There's grass in the way. So, always check your renders before you leave them for a long time. I know exactly what problem this is, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Okay, so it's an easy fix. But that was almost very bad. Now, I'm gonna check. Don't be grass. Do not be grass. I don't think there's grass. There. Check your renders before you let them sit forever, or else you are going to have a very bad time. So now I'm gonna have my lunch. I am doing this. So I've rendered 2 parts, so that's good. I've also done 2 parts. I'm not sure if I've said that I got this part done, but I got this. I think it's looking pretty good. It's a little rough, but it looks good enough. Wish I showed the mirror a bit more before he broke it. Oh well. And then I also rendered this part out. I messed up the lighting a bit. And then also animatic. And so yeah, that's really what I've been getting done. I'm animating this part now. I actually kind of like the animatic. It looks good. Yeah, I wish there was more green light over here. I might re-render it if I have time, but I probably won't, so I probably will not re-render it. But hey, maybe. Yeah, I had to re-render this part because I forgot to put the person in, and that's probably important, so I had to re-render that. And yeah, this is how much we have left. I want to get all of this done. So I have a week break, and I want to get it after that. A week break from school. I cannot talk, bleh. But yeah, so I'm gonna work a lot in that week, and I'm gonna hopefully get it all done. Hi, as I'm sure you can hear, I hit some problems, and that I am sick. So yeah, I haven't been doing like anything for it for a while. This is basically all I've done since I last recorded. It's, what day is it? March 28th. Yeah, this is really all I've been doing. I've also just been very sidetracked on other things. I've been trying to make music, and I've just not really been wanting to animate recently, so yeah, I don't have that much to update on. But this is just kind of the layout I've been doing. I really like this scene. I have the environment as well. The environment's gonna fall apart, but I haven't done that yet. So yeah, I guess I'll explain it while I'm here. Explain what's happening even. So, everything is parented to this one empty, which just kind of drags it down and rotates it a bit. While I'm here, I'm going to give that linear. I have to do that. I'll have to make that go faster, but anyway. So yeah, we have that one empty, and then we have this second empty right here for the sun and the moon. I'm definitely going to have to refine that later, but yep. Since I had a really hard time visualizing what I wanted the scene to be, I also did this animatic that I might post on my second channel. Yeah, I've just been working on this part. I think that's pretty much the hardest part, or that's just how it works. Get that down a bit. We're gonna and this, I think I'm just gonna have, like, he's supposed to crash into it, and everything's supposed to fall apart. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. I'm not sure if I should do it with simulation or animation. Either way. And then yeah, just this background bit. Also, I just wanted to add this. Oh, my microphone's far away. You're not gonna okay, it's gonna stay far away. I don't care. But his arm, if you look at it, it's just way over here. Oh, it's hard to see. Because, yeah. It still looks good. Okay. I just had to add that. So, I'm doing this one scene, and we've hit kind of another roadblock. Let me just get rid of that. But basically, I've gotten everything animated. There's some stuff hidden. Yeah, I think it looks good enough. I might polish it up a bit later. And so the ground is supposed to fall beneath him when he hits it, like, crash. Like, yeah. It collapses under. And we're kind of... At first I thought, okay, so I'm using simulation, because, of course. At first I thought I could just use the body to do it, but it turns out I can't because the way the rig is, and it just won't work like that. And so I'm going to see, I'm making like a box around him to work as the collisions. And we're going to use that to do the simulation, and then we're just going to delete it when we're done with the simulation. And hopefully it works. If not, then I'll have to find another way to do it. And if worst comes to worst, I'll just hand animate it. Okay, sorry if you hear some background noise, but I've got it working. All the ground is falling apart. And so instead of what I was going to do, I decided to add a force field to it to kind of do that. Break it up, then here's the final thing. He's just like, yeah, he's boxed it, did, I don't know, something. Insert joke here, I have none. So yeah. I tried to add a little bit of weight to him, but it did not work as I wanted it to. So I'm just gonna, like, double gravity, because I can do that. Okay, look at this. There we go. So I'm just gonna join all of these together. Turn these back to, like, 5. I also want to change, I'm just gonna keep it, and then just go by loose parts and origin to geometry. It's kind of weird. Oh well. Now we have this. Yeah, so far I'm really liking it. Did that work out? Yeah, that worked out. Let's add a little bit of... What does this do? I want to mess it up. It seems too, like, perfect. Like, seems like they're just kind of falling, and I don't want them to just kind of fall. Ooh, that looks good. Yeah, I did something. Let's add like maybe 300. Maybe that was a bit intense. 250. Yeah, that's looking good. Let's add a few more bricks around, like, add them there. Yeah. I just made it so much better. Okay, so we got that working out, and yeah, I think I'm just gonna light the scene and render it out. Okay, so I'm done with the shot, and I've had to make a lot of what's it called, drawbacks, I guess is somewhat the word I want to use. Not really, but oh well. I've had to change a lot of things. Like, I couldn't do cloth sim on this coat. It just wouldn't work. Everything was going too fast. So I kind of just did a bunch of shape keys, and I moved the mesh around, and hopefully made it look good. It's something. It doesn't need to be perfect. I baked the animation, or what's it called? The simulation over to animation, just so I could render it out. And the lighting's all done. I think I got a frame of it rendered that maybe I could show. Yeah, there. So yeah, this is looking really great. And I think I might go back to an older scene and re-render it with a bunch of rocks in the background, ground pieces. Let me open up that shot. This ending shot, it might be good to put a bunch of blocks in the background. That might be cool. So yeah, I'm gonna render this tonight, and it's another shot. I got my lunch. Bread with peanut butter on it. It's yep, it's great. I'm gonna eat it after the recording. So yeah, it's the next day from when we did that one shot with him falling. In case I just messed the order up in this and the edit I'm doing right. Bleh. Okay, that did not come out at all. But anyway, it's rendered out. I need to hide this so I can actually watch it in somewhat real time. So yeah, I just worked on the lyrics today, getting the text right, just finishing it up. I might try and finish like one scene, this one scene. I probably won't. I guess I'm just going to animate and... Oh yeah, I guess I should talk about the tie simulation. I could not get it. I had to re-render this part because the tie simulation just did not look that good. So yeah, it's just not really... I could have animated it. I probably should have animated it. Also, the transition didn't really work well because like it just appeared, and so I just zoomed in on it and then cropped it out to get the black bars. Motion, you can't tell anything happened. Yeah, this is looking really good so far. Okay, so this is the last really fun scene to do, and the rest of them are just going to be scenes I don't know what to do with. This is the Springlock scene, because of course it's Springlock time. I just did this basic thing in a few minutes. Don't love it, but I really want to try and get this project done soon, because I've been working on this project probably since, I don't know, it's been a long time. Somewhere. So yeah, I'm just gonna work on this part. This is the last fun scene, and then the rest are bleh scenes. Okay, so I'm releasing the trailer for the animation, and I did something different on this than I usually do. Usually I don't have motion blur because it just takes a lot of render time. But I was able to use DaVinci's. If I can move around, please. I'll move. Okay, it's fine. Yeah, I used their motion blur, and it ended up looking pretty good. Yeah, it just makes everything a bit smoother. And so I'm going to use that probably for the full animation. Yeah. Coming this April. I hope I can get it all done by this April. So yeah, I'm gonna release that, and that's really all I have to say on this update. Okay, so I didn't really get that much done this week. I should go on base view. So yeah, I didn't get that much done in spring break. I kind of just took this time to relax a bit, and yeah, I really didn't get that much done. I started a bunch of other scenes. We're really starting to get to like the boring part, where I'm gonna transition back to this, where it's just the basic scenes or the boring scenes. All the fun scenes are done, and yeah. So I've just been doing this part today. I want to get it done today, or at least most done. And that's all I got done. So, still a big chunk left, and I'm going to try and get this done relatively soon. Okay. So, I left Blender rendering last night, and it rendered 3 frames because Blender crashed and gave me an error, basically saying to restart my computer. So, that's great. I'm gonna re-render it tonight. Or I don't have to re-render it, I just have to render parts. So that's great. Let's actually see if he'll render stuff right now. So yeah. Okay, it rendered like 4. No, it didn't, because that's the start frame, so yeah. I was hoping that I'd get this part done, completely rendered out. So then I can render that bit today, but it's okay. Okay, I also forgot to mention I rendered out the JB scene, which was, if I can open it, right. Where's Dark Sunshine? There it is. And yeah, so yeah, this is done. And I just forgot to mention that. Hello, okay, so I finished up animating this one scene. I just have the finishing touches to do. And it's probably gonna take me like another 20 minutes, sadly. So I'm just doing cloth sim, I'm gonna light it, and make sure it looks good. I have to finish the facial animation on. him. Yeah, I think I've mostly finished everything. Oh, I just realized. Okay. I have to do that. Yeah, so it's just final touches. I'm hoping to get this rendered out tonight. But, yeah. I'm not sure. If I don't, I'll just render it tomorrow. And finish the final touches later. For tomorrow, and then I'll render it. If that made sense. I just waited. So I lit everything. I was having a lot of problem with this cloth simulation because it just looked like garbage. And I didn't want it to look like garbage because this yeah. And so I just had to mess around with it for a long time, and it was annoying. And it turned out I just had to turn self-collisions on. So I fixed it. The scene is done. Let me unhide everything to show. It actually looks pretty good. Kind of rushed, but still good. It's just made. And I'm gonna render that tonight, and hopefully it all runs smoothly and nothing goes wrong, and I don't have to re-render everything, or it just, my computer, let's just hope it works. I've been working for a while on this one scene, and I'm almost done with it. Looking pretty good. Spring lock scene. Very laggy because people on it. And then like a bunch of cloths in. Probably like way too much. I've just been trying to figure that out for the past like 10-20 minutes to make it not look like exploding. I'm actually gonna move them a bit because I want them to be more in frame. Okay, well, oh, I have to do that for both of them? Really? Why? I didn't even... Oh well. Anyway, yep, I just have to animate all the other kids. Update time! Cool, so I've finished animating 2 scenes. One is rendering right now. Here's the frame. I said here is the frames. Yeah, it's just this scene. It's still rendering. It's taken forever because cycles. And then we also have this scene, I think it was. I think it's this one. Because yeah, the other one's the one I don't want to do. Maybe. I don't know, it's a basic shot. It's just him singing in weird field. It's purple. So yeah, I'm gonna render that after this is done. So probably tomorrow, if I'm being honest, but we are getting there. I put a little layout placeholder thing for where that render is going to go. Not that one that I showed you, but this one. My computer's really laggy right now, so I have to turn it to down like 2%. Yeah, I got that. We're getting there. We've got just like parts to do. We're almost done. Okay, so I got the scene completely rendered. It's looking amazing. And then, like, it's looking good. And then this happens. The cloth, the skirt, just starts exploding. I think it's the skirt. Yeah, it's definitely the skirt. Also, she is moving way too much. So, I'm gonna have to fix that. Luckily, everything else looks really good, so that's good. So I've hit a kind of problem with this one scene, and that's the blender camera. It just does not. It's tricky. Its easing is kind of weird, so it does some weird things. So I'm just gonna have to go fix that. And since this motion is so fast, I have to make sure that the viewer is looking where I want them to be and not just like completely wrong area. So that's kind of a tricky part about this. I also kind of want to hide that, but yeah, okay. Because this weird thing happens. And so I'm gonna have to go into the graph editor and mess with that to try and get it not doing whatever the heck that is. So that's great. I'm not gonna bore you with everything, but we'll cut to when I actually get it working. Maybe I won't. We'll see. Okay, so it turns out it wasn't that bad. I didn't really have to mess with the graph editor. I just kind of reframed the shot and made it okay. Did the animation, camera angles a bit. Gonna do lip sync next. Yeah. Probably going to, after this scene, I'm hopefully going to get this scene done today. That's my goal for today. Okay, so here's a fun little camera. You're doing this right. There, okay. Anyway, now that we've done, okay. Lip sync. He's lip sync because the scene was going to be just him zooming on his face more and being weird. But then I thought it would be better to show the knife so we had context for the next scene. So it wasn't just like this and then Crazy William. Not crazier. I just realized this is the wrong model. Did I render that? Yeah, okay. I kind of messed up. I'll probably have to re-render that other one, because that's the wrong William one. I need the crazy one. I need it. So, okay. I guess this is a good time to show how I do stuff. Planning it. Okay. I'm just gonna stop. Anyway, I'm gonna go Action Editor. I'm just gonna completely... Actually, before I do that, I'm gonna keyframe where it is, because that'd be bad if I didn't do that. I'm just gonna delete this model. Oh my god. Select objects. Okay. That's fine. There we go. Okay. Oh, how? Okay, so now I'm gonna append in my crazy will have it. There it is. Now, go to here. There. We got model. So I think that's a cool tidbit thing. Now the main one problem I'm having is that this won't line up now because it was parented. So I probably shouldn't have thought that through. But I know how we can fix it. That looks close enough. I parented it to this finger. There. Yeah, there we go. That's how I switch my models, because dumb and used the wrong model for that. Yeah, I'll just re-render that one tonight with them. Shouldn't be too hard. I don't have any other scenes to render, so we'll go do that. I was wondering why this looks like garbage, and then I realized the armature is at the bottom of everything. The subdivision is at 2 and 4, and basically everything's just a complete disaster. So I'm gonna fix that. I just gotta put that up there, not up, and then turn this to 1. Okay, now it's actually working right, because yeah, that was the problem. Everything. Okay, so this happened randomly. I don't know what happened. That happened. So I'm gonna have to obviously. That is weird. Okay, so I got a lot done today. That's a lot. Okay, anyway, I basically gotten this whole section done. That's pretty big. Okay. Also, there's just a bunch of headless. That's kind of fun. So yeah, then I just have that. I'm almost done with this part. My goal tonight is to try and finish. Maybe receipt. Definitely render. It's at least one. So yeah. Okay, so OBS is horrible and I hate it. And it cut out all of my audio of me talking for some of these scenes. And so I have to re-explain it again. And that's great. So anyway, I did stuff. This one render. Cloth simulation failed horribly. I forgot to switch it. Okay. Anyway, the cloth simulation. It failed horribly. So, instead of re-rendering everything like an idiot, I did a more idiot move and decided to re-render only this part and stick it on top of the other frames. And it actually turned out pretty good. There's only a small... Oh my god. Can I please see? Please see the final bit. Okay, you can kind of see a little artifacting. First of all, the lighting for Chica's a little bit off, but you won't notice it. You better not notice it, I hope. I don't know. You can also tell that, and zoom in, that she's going, the shelf, she's going over the shelf, and instead of like rotoscoping and doing stuff, I just hope no one will. And, okay, there's a zoom in. Anyway, that's it. Yep. Now here's past me complaining about the same thing and redoing another part. Technical difficulties. Okay, so I have to. Okay, well, I've got to redo some parts because my microphone didn't. OBS didn't. It didn't record what I was saying, so that's great. Anyway. I had to do this physics simulation, but physics is dumb and doesn't work. So instead of doing that, I just used proportional editing to move everything around. And now I have this. I have to finish this scene by today. And it's pretty easy. It's just facial. It's just lip sync and emotions. And then right after this, it's this scene. It's a scene. It's not too long. I should be able to get it done today. And let me open up my layout. I've got a bunch of parts rendered out. I guess I'll show what needs to be done. Shea is going to get me this part, so we'll have that by this weekend. That's all good. This part's going to be done today, and this part is going to be done today, which means we'll only have this chunk, the opening, and the part Shea gives me. And we'll be done, except for maybe re-rendering a few parts that could have been better, but I just didn't have time for. We're kind of running on a deadline though, so I'm not sure. I should be able to get everything done. That was me talking fast and somehow not messing it up that bad. Next scene. So, we got this one scene done. All we have to do is do cloth sim with lighting, which should be pretty quick. It's kind of janky. It's not the best, but it works, and it doesn't look bad. It just looks not as smooth as I'd want it to be, but I don't have that much time. And it looks good enough. I already did lighting too. Okay, so it's just cloth sims. Scene is going to be rendering tonight. Or I guess today. I'm going to try and render the other thing tonight. We'll see. We'll see if it works. I am done with this scene. The one I finished earlier is rendering right now. I'm hoping to get that done. This scene is like halfway done. About the rest of it is just lip sync really, so I should be able to finish it tonight. It's pretty basic, honestly. There isn't too much weirdness going on. The chain, I just use proportional editing, move it around. It's a little janky, but it's done. But for this part, it's actually close up, so it had to look good. Or at least somewhat decent. And I think it looks good. Okay, let me hide these. I'm there. Okay, I fixed that bit. So yeah, it's a pretty basic scene. This weirdness, I just kind of brute forced it and did a bunch of shape keys and made a few weird things. I think it looks pretty good for being such a quick thing I did. It's kind of messy, but it still works. So yeah, that part is just a lip sync. That part is just a lip sync basically. And maybe another cool effect kind of thing, but not much really. And I'll be rendering this one tonight or tomorrow. It depends. Okay, so we're at the final stretch of everything. Let me bring it over. Okay, so we're rendering this part now. I finished that completely. I finished like half the opening. I'm gonna finish the rest of it later. No, this part. Oh yeah, okay. So I finished both of those parts I had to animate. Scene 8 and 9. So all that's left is 10, 11, and the opening. And let me open the opening quickly. There we go. Okay, so okay, let me turn it to solid view. I'm still not sure what I should fill this up with. It's a very long opening part of the song. It's just kind of a basic intro. I think this will just be like looking at William before it happens. So it's pretty basic. I should be able to get that done. We're gonna animate the rest of it. 2 more scenes, and we are almost done. I'm going to try and get it done, most of it today, and leave rendering left, and maybe edit in DaVinci, because I'm not sure. I have to re-edit a bunch, or yeah. I think it might be better to do it in DaVinci. Okay, so the opening is basically done. just gonna do a black screen for this part. Kind of boring, but opening is done. I think this is probably still rendering. Oh my, what? Why is that taking 7 minutes? 4. Okay, one thing that will help if I turn that to like 8, turn off caustics. Those I don't need. And I don't think there's like anything transmissive in this, so I'm just gonna drop that down to like 6. Same with this, and we're gonna hope that everything works. Everything works. Let's just hope everything works and render smoothly. That's all we need right now. I might get some other people to maybe help me render, but I don't know many people that can actually help me to render. So yeah. I also kind of been alternating between scenes. Wait, that's the scene I already finished. Wait. I didn't get much of 10 done, but I got a bit done. I'm gonna get the rest done tonight, so tomorrow I can finish the other scene and just render stuff. So I've gotten like this, probably 1/4 of the way done, maybe. So yeah, there's that. I'm just gonna turn down stuff right now. 7 caustics off. Okay, anyway. That is how things are going. I'll update soon. Ah! That was a bad idea. I don't want to break these headphones too. Okay, it's fine. Play the clip of me breaking my headphones.
I broke my... I hope they still work. I can't hear you right. Oh no. Shoot. It tripped on the cord and it came out and it bent the thing. Also, I forgot to transition it. You weren't seeing it. Look at that. It bent. I broke it. I really hope it still works. I didn't go because I tripped on my cord and I freaking like... I did stuff. Okay, so I made this cool scene. So I just kind of animated everything falling apart. It was kind of very lazy. I should get in shot now. It was kind of extremely lazy, and it doesn't look good, but it looks fine on camera. And that's all that matters. So, yeah, I just parented the camera to this empty, and I just rotated it. At first it wasn't going to rotate, but I wanted to show the room falling apart instead of just like it falling apart and you just like only see this part. So yeah, that happens. I might push this upward as the room's falling apart and just go like bump. That doesn't look that bad. If I do it right. And actually, I'm just going to add another end feed, or I'm just going to duplicate this end feed. And it works. And now, I do not want that to happen. And now, if I just go, ID is right on screen. Ooh, that'd be cool. Okay, so if I go here, bring it down a bit, like the camera still can't tell what's on. So there we go. Okay, anyway, I think that's enough work on stream. It's not a stream, it's just me recording. Anyway, let's check on the render, actually. I dropped it down to 4 minutes. So, you know what? We're gonna do quick math. That can't be right. It's gonna take, like... Am I getting that right? Okay, horrible reflection. It's gonna take like 10 hours for this whole thing to render. Okay, so... this is taking a lot longer than I thought, and... we're just gonna do that, and hope that maybe it doesn't take forever. We're just gonna hope that it renders faster. And yeah, that is update. Oh my gosh, I was completely out of frame the whole frickin' time. I don't care, that's going in the video. So, this may be a really bad idea, and I might hate myself in the future. But tonight, I'm going to try and render two things at the same time, and hope that, first of all, both of them get done, and second of all, at least, I'm hoping that they get done. That's basically the only thing. I hope they get done, and they don't crash everything. So, if you cut to me when I scream at me for doing this dumb idea. But so far, because it was going to take the other one like 7.5 hours to finish, so I don't know. I'm just doing it, and I hope I don't regret this, which I probably will.
Sometimes foreshadowing is relatively obvious.
I'm an idiot. You all knew this was going to happen. It's corrupt because I decided to not do it as images, first of all. And second of all, I rendered both of them at the same time, so what was I expecting? But the big scene got done. So this short scene should only take probably a few hours. Like 1 or 2. Or something, I don't know. Luckily, it's not the big one. But then again, I did render that in actual frames. So this is why you render in frames and put it together later, so you don't have to re-render it. I don't know what I did. I think I'm figuring out what happened. So, you know the thing I was rendering? Well, it turns out, first of all, it was set to black and white. But, so yeah, there's this. So it's black and white. But then I saw this, which means it actually did render and the file didn't get corrupt. And then I noticed this. This was the file that I actually looked at and said, oh my gosh, it's corrupt. It's the layout for it. So that means it was the layout that got corrupt for no reason at all, because why not? And the render is actually fine. So I have the render, which means I don't need to be rendering this right now. Which means I wasted a day of rendering, but hey, at least it was only like halfway done, so at least I don't have to finish it. I don't know how it did that, though. Okay, so remember when I said there are only 2 scenes left, and they were given to people? Well, it turns out both of them could not finish the part, because on one person, their computer just crashed, and the other person didn't have any motivation. So now I have 2 more scenes to animate. Like, preferably get it done by tonight or tomorrow night. So I've got that. I have to finish at least 1 tonight, and then by Wednesday everything has to be done. So by tomorrow. Okay, so update. The scene is basically done. It's kind of messy near the end. It works. Oh, I realized it's probably like really loud.
Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah, it's good enough. I just gotta do cloth sim. Lighting's basically done. And then we just have one more scene. I might get that started tonight. I might not. I probably won't. Finally, it's done. And then I realized I'm an idiot. Yep. Just let me fix absolutely everything, because everything is wrong. Okay, there we go. Cool. I'm to redo it because I did it wrong. Okay, so I got this cool bit. It's all done rendering. It looks really good. Let me group this. Really? Anyway. We've got this part. And I want the shadow. I animated this cool bit. Let's just bring it. Okay, there it is. It was. I animated this cool thing. It was when it was back in a different, whatever it's called, resolution. But anyway, so I did some stuff to it. Okay, now it's not working. Can I ungroup it? There we go. I did that. That looks good. Let's bring this down to like 60%. But I kind of want purple guy to be on front. So, there are a few options I could do. Either I manually rotoscope, which I am not doing, so I don't know why I brought it up, or re-render this, which is probably also not going to happen, or just render out a mask of him, which is probably what's going to happen. So I don't have to mess around with the lighting and all that stuff. I don't know how I'm going to do that. Gosh, I did not want you, F-Spy. So that's going to happen. So I think all I really have to do is just render out William alone. It could be an Eevee, because it doesn't really matter. We only need William's shape. Honestly, I could probably just do it in Workbench. I'm not sure if this is faster, but as long as it has an alpha channel, I should be able to do it. Okay, so we got this. Let's see if it actually renders quickly. And okay, that worked. Actually, no, it doesn't. So there we go. We got it. And I think it would probably be better just to turn outline off. There we go. Perfect mask. And it didn't take that long. Oh, there's glow. Why is there glow? Probably because of it. We're just gonna turn all that off. Don't need it right now. There we go. Actually, we can render this out as a video. Since there's no weird... Yeah, we can do that. So I don't need to do it. So I'm not going to be using alpha channel stuff. This is the first time I've been doing weird masking stuff, and it so far has worked pretty well. So that's cool. I guess. I don't know. Let's actually see how quick is it rendering. Oh, yeah. It's actually rendering quickly. Then again, it's just black and white, so all I gotta do is this. You know what? I don't know why I'm doing this.
Let's not do this dumb. And okay, I'll get back to you when I'm not being dumb. I've got it all set up to where it would work, but I can't get it to work because the Blender doesn't have an invert thing. How do I invert the colors? Where, like, I can't invert it. I need to invert this mask, and I don't want to go into... No. Yeah, I'm gonna try... I tried to do this, use this strip as a mask. Or wait, no, I'm using this one to mask out, because if I get rid of it, it looks like this. So it's just how it's how I want it to look. The only problem is that the stuff behind William isn't hidden. So I was going to use another mask to do that. But there's no way to invert the mask. So now I'm going to have to invert. I have to take this strip and actually invert it. And I've been trying, I thought there'd be a modifier that let me invert the colors, but I don't see it anywhere. I did it. Okay, so I stopped being dumb and started using compositing instead because that makes sense. The other stuff makes no sense and is horrible. And now I got it. Okay, just there. I did it. Now I just have to make what is happening look good, because this looks not that good. So now I just need to mess with this stuff here to get that looking like kind of a shadow. So it should be darker. Anyway, I did it, and yay, I guess. I really hope this final effect looks good, because that took not that much time, actually. I don't know, I'd have to check. I think it didn't take too long, but it took a long time. That didn't make sense. I don't want to set up my camera, but so, the scene was rendered. It's the last scene I had to do. I have to read. Why is my camera? It looks good enough. The cloth simulation also is kind of buggy right here because I forgot to make it slow down, and so it just kind of hangs there weirdly. But I don't think anyone will notice. I might try and do it to next weekend because I want it to be on a weekend. Because more people watch it if it's releasing on a weekend than if it's like weirdly cool day. So I kind of have an extra week to just maybe re-render some things, make everything look really good. So I might just re-render both of the parts, the cloth. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take an extra week to make everything look really good, fix any problems that there were. Basically, it could be better things I've been saying this whole time. I'm going to do that now. Okay, so I'm going to just go through all the scenes I think need to be fixed or would be better, or I had cool ideas for that I just thought of. So all of these scenes are the scenes that are going to be changed, or I want to be changed. I think this one's probably top priority. This one, I think it would be cool to have like those cool weird tangly things from one of these parts. Have that, and there's kind of going from him, and maybe he's slowly transforming himself again, because that would be cool. And this one I think just needs to be completely re-rendered and maybe just look better because it just doesn't look that great. It's passable for now. That part looks fine. This part, I forgot to keep those animated. That part looks okay. This part just isn't animated that well. So I might go back and redo that. But it's passable right now. This one I'd like to do cloth simulation on it. And also maybe reanimate some of the arms.
So, the thing I rendered last night, I got it all done. It rendered. And then I added it together, and then the other part of the animation is gone now. I'm thinking it's because when I was rendering it out, it was replacing the file. Because I did it in the same place, and I think it just replaced it. Which means this other part, I don't know. That means I have to re-render everything, because I can't get it again. Well, actually, maybe not. Let me try something. So yeah, it's gone. I guess it's fine. I just have plenty of time, but... Okay, so everything's rendered, and I'm kind of glad that I was able to re-render it, because I got to fix a lot of problems there were. So that's a good thing. It's not... I should have done those a little bit better, but it works. So yeah, I just fixed the cloth sim and actually made the tie not look horrible. So yeah, we couldn't turn our air conditioning on because, I don't know, some project made a mess downstairs. And so I have the window open. I'll take the camera. You can see. Window is open. Okay, wrong place. So yeah, I open the window. Fan is on, and all that stuff. And then this fan. But anyway, I got this rendered. The rendering is making this so much worse because it's just hot. Also, the door is open, so yes. And yep, I got this part rendered. It looks a lot better now. Of course, it's not perfect, but oh well, it's better. That's all I really needed. So yeah, and now I'm rendering this last scene. I'm making this the last scene because it's Wednesday now. I'll get this whole thing done by, yeah, tomorrow. We'll get it done by tomorrow. I'll edit it and then I'll release it. Or I'll put it on schedule. I'm not going to be here this weekend because camp out for Boy Scouts, but anyway, that is what's happening. It's almost done. I'm going to render it out as a wave and then bring it into DaVinci to actually edit it. Because I don't like this beginning part because Blender's text is kind of bad. And so yeah, I'm just going to export it all, bring it into the place, and yes. I guess I'll show the render. It's just a render, so yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna re-render that. So I'm rendering frames, so I don't have, like, if it crashes in the middle of the night, it doesn't corrupt the whole file. And yeah, so that's why you do that, so you don't corrupt everything. We're also gonna make it so it shuts down because it's gonna be rendering a long time. So it's gonna be in the middle of the night. Also, when it's done rendering, it makes this noise. Spooky, because that's the only, I don't know, it's either that or Sonic. That's what I used, but it was, I don't know. And now I'm using Spooky. So yeah, I'm gonna re-render it. This is the final part I'm rendering. yes, I did not get along to this one that I've been saying this whole time. I've got to re-render. I'm not doing that one because I'm out of time and it's already hot in here, so that's great. So I heard creepy chilling noise, so now I know my render's done. That sounded so much better in my head, and then it just didn't work at all, but I'm going with it. I also didn't get the lighting right. This is just a disaster already. No, it's not. It's a new mouse. I got a new mouse. I stole it from my grandma's house, and yeah, it's the mouse sensitivity. I have to get used to it. Okay, there we go. This is okay. So yeah, everything's rendered. I hope. I don't know. I haven't checked. It just finished rendering. I just realized. I think I rendered the other part as an image, or not as an image sequence, as a video file. That's somewhere. Okay, I found it. I think. I hope. Maybe. It's probably right. What? There. Okay, I fixed it. It only took literally forever. Oh yeah, I forgot the weird bit. Okay, I did it. That took way longer than it should have, but I blame the mouse. Anyway, I'm gonna hide everything so I can actually see this in somewhat real time. It's good enough, I guess. Okay, this time I have to make sure that I don't mess it up and have to re-render everything. Let me turn off the overriding thing. Is there a way to turn off the override thing? We'll just do that. Because I don't want it overriding the file and doing that weird thing that happened last time, where then it overrided one of the files that was being rendered and weirdness happened. So yeah, don't want that to happen again. Witter. Almost done. I totally could cut this part out, but now I'm committed, I think. I don't know. Maybe maybe this has already been cut out. Because this still has to be edited. Edited. Almost done. There we go. Weird spooky noise of death. It's great. Okay, layout. There we go. There it is. It's good enough. It works. I might edit that a bit. Oh well, the lighting matches. So yeah, that's everything I'm doing. I'm not actually fixing anything else because I have to get this video out. Like this scene, it's okay. It's not as clean as I'd like it, but it's good. This one, so I still think I could have re-rendered that, but I don't want to. That part's weird. I actually got it to look somewhat decent though, so that's cool. So yeah, that's everything. So now I'm gonna render parts out and then I'm going to edit everything together. Okay, so I guess I should talk about this a problem I ran into. So DaVinci was being very weird, and I didn't know what was going on. And then I realized when I was going to record this bit before about me complaining DaVinci is being horrible, I realized it's because I didn't have enough space on the computer, or what I was saving it to. So I just freed up some space, and yeah, that was a problem I had. So yeah, I'm just editing. I'm kind of just cutting everything up and then editing the colors, really making it look nice. I added the credits. There's going to be titles or things at the end, other side. I'm done with the editing, and now all I have to do is render it. I've got the motion blur on by doing this. It looks pretty good. I don't know what else to say. This whole project actually didn't have too many big problems. Like, there were definitely some like inconveniences and obviously problems, but honestly, this was one of the easier ones. Like, Murderers was a really big one, and that was really hard and stressful. This one was not nearly as much. Maybe because I didn't really have a deadline for it. I just kind of did it when I felt like it. So it wasn't as stressful, and yeah, overall, I think this is definitely my best video yet. So I've succeeded, because really my main goal is to just be better than my last one. The video should be out by the time you watch this video, so go watch that. That is everything. If you like the video, cool. I'm definitely going to do more like this, and my next project is going to be a big one. Well, actually, I have a few ideas. I'm not sure what my next project's going to be. I might be doing a small one before I do my big project idea. I have so many things that I'm thinking of doing. We'll see. I've got a big one planned. I've got a series planned. And a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff. That happened. Okay, that makes sense. I could do a sequel to my That Makes Sense video. This is a very popular video. I'm just getting footage. I might use this for something. If not, it might just be the outro. If this is the outro, then I chain. I don't know what I'm doing. Stop. I said stop.